Well, good evening. Ira Epstein, and here we are with your Wednesday evening, November 12th, 2025, metal market wrap up. And an interesting day it is. It's about 5:05 p.m. Central Time. We're starting to watch how Congress is getting ready to vote on the final part of the reopening of the government. That should be happening within an hour or two. So expect that vote to pass. Expect the president to sign it tonight. He's got a big dinner going on at the White House from the heads of banks to NASDAQ, BlackRock, Goldman Sachs. A lot of people are there. And this will be, I hope, one of these deals where he can bring out his pen, do that beautiful signature, and the government's open again. I am taking a personal day tomorrow. I have another piece of my body that I had this all scheduled. So this is the last thing I'm doing. But my wife and I had scheduled that I was going to do a couple of things for myself in November. I didn't count my back going out last time, but this is not that, and that'll be done finally. And I will see you all again with luck on Friday. If I miss that because of what they're doing tomorrow, I'll see you over the weekend. I know that. All right. I do expect to be back, though, by Friday, putting this all out. But I appreciate your patience with it. But you age, and like a car, you get a tune-up. What can you say? So today was an interesting day. We saw the Dow again go for records. So we're seeing what's been happening is it's not the NASDAQ now. It's away from the NASDAQ. It's other stocks that are making moves. Certainly the bank stocks are on fire, and they are just moving away. The credit card companies are doing real well as well with that. So you've got to look to see where the action is. I haven't the slightest idea what behind gold for nearly $100 an ounce rally. The metal markets were also looking and had to be looking at a big break happening in the energies, and I'll talk about that in the financial market wrap up after this, but that went on in the marketplace. The dollar really not doing anything. It's pretty much unchanged at this point. One of the weaker currencies has been and continues to be the Japanese yen, and even the Canadian dollar slightly weak. So if we could, let's go and take a look at the charts while we're right here. And as you could see, gold on a closing basis, you're up at contract highs. So can it hold here is going to be the big key. I'm not a bear, but I didn't see today's rally coming in the market. I didn't see that we were going to be up 5% at midweek. I mean, if you think I did, terrific. I didn't expect that to be the case. I saw a rally. I said that the market had done a pattern of higher lows, higher highs. The market had closed over the 18-day average. The resistance is pretty clear. It's the upper Bollinger Band, and for all purposes, you're there right now. So this should be one of the stopping spots for the market, one of the resistance points, and you're overbought. But was I surprised you were able to get there this fast? I am. I thought it would take a little more time. So obviously, what the market's got to gear for if you're going to get a year-end rally, this is only November 12th. This is not year-end. If you get a year-end, you got to go for those highs. The higher you go now, the better the chance. When you look at the gold-silver ratio, I think I was on the money when I said I think silver is going to be stronger on a relative basis than gold. So you've gone from needing 104 ounces of silver to get 1 ounce. Now you're down to 78.92 ounces of silver to get 1 ounce of gold. That's a pretty big drop. In the silver market, you're over the Bollinger Band and at new highs. So I'm not surprised, but you'll never hear me tell you to buy over a Bollinger Band. It's just not going to happen. And in the copper market, I have liked what I've seen. I like the fundamentals of this a lot, especially if the U.S. and China can keep things under control with each other. The fact that China the other day started saying, well, they're looking at the rare earths again. This is just what we don't need to hear. And they want to make certain that the companies that they're giving this to aren't building F-35 jets and defense planes and this and that. I don't know how you do that. And why are you doing that again? All right. So we have to wait and see if this turns into something else. It could, just like that on you. When you look at the platinum, up and away, right into the Bollinger Band, should have a lot of problems, and you're overbought right there. In the dollar, you have been fighting a battle. The question is which way, who's going to win it at the 200-day average? The market's refusing to get back under the 18-day. So any spurt back up and over it, that could be where you turn the currencies down, the dollar gets a rally. You got to watch that very, very, very carefully. Do I have enough varies in there for you? Remember, one of the ways you do keep up with what I do are in my morning videos. That's where I specifically say, buy here, sell there. Here's your stop. Here's a profit objective. If this happens, do that. And I follow every trade from the beginning when I recommend it, if it gets executed, to the very end. Win, lose, or draw. I make you a promise. I will have losers. I'll also have winners, all right? It balances out. The key is to keep the winners bigger or more active than the losers. And that is, any trader you talk to that talks about trading will tell you that is a big part of what trading is about. Just go to iraepstein.com, research, everything's explained there. With that, nothing tomorrow, folks. I'll be fine. I hope to see you all over the weekend come Friday. Take care.